Money in the Bank 2022 predictions. All right, so match number one, Raw Women's title match between Bianca Belair versus Carmella. Singles match, who I want to win, Bianca, who WWE will choose to win, probably Bianca, to set up the Becky Lynch versus Bianca match at SummerSlam if Becky wins the case at Money in the Bank. Match number two, uh, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. The participants are Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus versus Omos versus Sami Zayn versus Riddle versus a mystery opponent. I'm going to go with Ricochet being the mystery opponent, the last guy in the ladder match, because he has nothing to lose, everything to gain. Plus, it's Ricochet. He can jump off of ladders and do super stunts off the ladders. So yeah, I'm going to go with Ricochet for the final participant in the Money in the Bank ladder match for the men's. For the winner, I would prefer, who I want to win, I'll probably pick Seth picking up the win, getting another case. Who I think WWE would pick, obviously they're really high on Riddle, so probably Riddle or Drew. They could have um, either Drew or Riddle cash in on Reigns after his match at SummerSlam. So, yeah, preferably I'd pick Rollins to cash in on Reigns and Lesnar, but I don't know, man. I just feel like they're gonna go with Drew or Riddle. So there's that. Match number three, women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Participants are Lacey Evans versus Alexa Bliss versus Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Asuka versus Shotzi versus Becky Lynch. Who I want to win, either Liv, Asuka, Becky, or Shotzi. Who WWE would choose to win? Obviously, they're really going in on Lacey Evans and Raquel Rodriguez, maybe even Alexa Bliss. I just hope it's not Lacey or Raquel who win the case, because then we'd have to go through Raquel versus Ronda at SummerSlam or Lacey versus Ronda at SummerSlam. And I really don't want to see that. So hopefully Becky, Liv, or Asuka or Shotzi win. Any of them that isn't Lacey or Raquel. Match number four, SmackDown Women's title match, singles match between Ronda Rousey versus Natalya, who I want to win. Natalya, she's overdue a title reign. Plus, I feel as though Ronda's reign as champion has been pretty bad. I mean, I know she brings in merchandise and stuff, but she is pretty boring in the ring. I feel like Natalya would be a better choice beating her. Or whoever wins the Money in the Bank ladder match, hopefully not Lacey or Raquel, uh, cashes in on Ronda at Money in the Bank and becomes new champion. Yeah, who I think WWE would choose to win, probably Ronda, because she's a big deal. I just don't think Ronda's reign has been that good. I wouldn't want Charlotte to be champion right now either, but it would be better than Ronda. Just saying. Match number five, Unified Tag Team title match between the Usos versus Street Profits. Who I want to win? Street Profits. Who WWE will choose to win? Probably the Usos. I feel like they're gonna have the Usos retain at Money in the Bank and then lose their title at the SummerSlam pay per view because it's a big pay per view and they're gonna do it big and yeah, that's when they're gonna lose their title. Yeah. Uh, so probably the Usos are gonna retain at Money in the Bank, go into SummerSlam, and leave without their titles. Match number 6, United States title match, singles match, Theory versus Bobby Lashley, who I want to win. Lashley, who WWE will choose to win. Theory to set up the match between Cena for the title at SummerSlam. If we're lucky, we'll get a triple threat with Lashley, Cena, and Theory. So yeah, I want Lashley to win, but it's probably going to be Theory to set up the triple threat or singles match between him and Cena. And if we're lucky, we'll get him versus Cena versus Lashley at SummerSlam. There's a very slim chance that WWE can have the perfect pay per view on Sunday, leave the crowd going home happy if they got both Naomi and Sasha back for Money in the Bank and SummerSlam. They could have both Naomi and Sasha be participants in the ladder match by taking out Liv and Shotzi. Have Sasha win the case and have her cash in later in the night on Ronda or Natalia. Both would be great stories to tell in the ring, and have Naomi help Jimmy and Jay retain their titles against the Street Profits and join the Bloodline. Charlotte could return at Money in the Bank and face the winner of Ronda versus Natalia at SummerSlam as well. If the Sasha and Naomi thing falls out and cannot be reached. Another match that could be added to the pay per view could be Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel, uh, Elrond, and or Elias, probably on the pre-show just to get people to buy it. Yeah. Probably Kevin Owens is gonna win. My pick. If WWE are to choose, probably be Ezekiel who picks up the win. And those are my predictions. Hope you guys like. Please rate and subscribe, comment, and leave your predictions down below on who you think um, would win in each of the matches for Money in the Bank. Thanks.